So I just did something that sounds like is probably the most American thing that you can think of, but it's not. And this is deep fried pizza. This is actually a Scottish thing and they call it pizza crunch. So I'm gonna try it out today. This is the leftovers Little Caesars pizza that I had from the other day. The super meaty one, it was the last video I posted. And basically what you do is you batter and you fry your pizza and then you hit it with some salt. So I got some salt here, a generous amount too, because I've seen how people do it on TikTok. I know how much salt that they put on it. So I'm gonna try to do that. And before I put on the malt vinegar, which is also the next thing that you're supposed to use, I'm gonna try it by itself. I'll give you a little audio ASMR. Listen to this crunch that I got on this. All right, here it is. Deep fried Little Caesars, extra meat, extra everything. I'll give it a try. Ridiculous. This is crazy how good this is. It's hot. Even though it's been a good couple of minutes, everything stays super toasty and warm. I made like a really light batter too. I'll explain how I made it in a second. But the crisp on this and the crunch is like nothing else I've ever had for a pizza. All right, now I gotta try it with this malt vinegar. This was the only brand that they had at the store. It was weird. But the London Pub. Usually I get that one Heinz brand or whatever they have at Five Guys, but I guess this will do. So a couple drizzles of this. And that's supposed to help like cut through the batter and the savoriness. I think I need a little more. It cuts a little bit, but it kind of just disappears into the batter. Yep. The Scottish people made such a delicious invention. A delicious invention. Now, how I made the batter, I was looking up like British fish and chips batter recipes. So it was like 1 cup of regular flour, 1 cup of potato starch is what I had. Some people recommended rice flour. So basically it's just those 2 types of flours, because if you just use regular all-purpose flour, I think it's too dense. So if you use like an alternative type of thing like rice flour or potato starch, it'll make it more airy. And then I put a little bit of like salt and pepper and baking powder, like half a tablespoon or so. And then I mix that together with mineral water or soda water. What is the right word? Sparkling water. And honestly, that turned out great. It was my first time frying and battering anything. I mean, I've seen it done so many times, but this is just beautiful. To me, it's more like a tempura batter. If you've ever had those like crispy tempura shrimp that you get at Japanese restaurants, that's more what like this is. Also, for some random yapping, I'll say, I went to a cat cafe today. They've been getting more and more popular around where I live in Northern Virginia. There used to be only like one, but now there's at least like 5 of them. And if you don't know what a cat cafe is, it's a place that shelters cats and you get to play with them. So basically it's like one location that has like 20 cats in a lounge type area. And you just go in and you get some toys, you can pay for little treats, and then all the cats just love you because they want food and pets. And also, as a fun fact, I don't think anybody knows this, on YouTube at least, but I have 6 cats. There's a fact bomb right there. And I don't think 6 cats is actually the most that I've ever had. Because at one point, like behind our house, me and my wife, we found like a mom and her kittens. So we swooped them up, took them inside and, fed them and found them homes. But the 6 cats that I'm talking about now, they are 100% residents of my house. And there are some territorial issues that come with that. It's like a war zone sometimes. And you have to like separate as if kids were fighting. You have to get one away, protect another one, shoo one cat away, and try not to play favorites. I can just imagine now, like just this video in general. It's gonna be like 8 minutes of just crunch, crunch, crunch. All right, so Scottish people, you did great. Pizza crunch. I'm also gonna give myself props for making a very good battered, deep fried Little Caesars stuffed crust meats. That was a mouthful to say. But a good experiment, and I 100% recommend people to try it out. If you're interested in my recipe again, I can leave it in the comments. I didn't really know what I was doing. I just threw some stuff together and it worked out. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.